Well, hello there guys, and welcome to some more Scourge of War here. We are, of course, playing as the French Grand Armee, trying to advance, of course, here on the enemy lines, and break them, of course. We are facing the British, and we are obviously in the Battle of Waterloo. I think that goes without saying. I'm very new at this much larger army, obviously, and I'm learning little by little, but we are moving these guys individually, because I want to make sure they get into an advantageous position without the help of the generals. I want to make sure that I'm leading them myself, so that I get all the credit and all the fancy trophies, as it were, for the battle. So let's go ahead, we're going to start moving up. We're going to move this guy up too. Actually, I have to face the enemy. That would probably be a good idea. And we'll move these guys up as well. I'm considering doing a good old-fashioned Napoleonic charge on the right flank, but I won't make that decision yet. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. Alright, a nice little battle, of course. It looks like the enemy may have some more redcoats back here. They definitely do. And we want to break this line, get past it, and take that field. And that's going to put us, it's going to make us home free, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead here. This is a little risky, but we're going to go ahead and do the charge, guys. Here we go. Wish me luck. Charge. Pour le couronne et le pays. Oh, no, wait. That's an imperial, or that's a royalist charge. I should say, pour Napoleon. Let's go. All right, there we go. One Napoleonic charge on the way. We'll go ahead. Can we send this guy in too? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we can. He seems pretty out of it, but there we go. Our guys are reaching the enemy lines, and there we go. They're actually getting into some close combat here, guys. Both sides getting into some nasty hand-to-hand fighting, of course. Bayonets, muskets smashing into each other. Musket rounds and butts smashing into other people. But our men are hitting those lines pretty hard. And if I can continue the charge, I'm certainly going to. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys right here and see if I can do a Napoleonic charge with them. Apparently not. Maybe they just don't have enough morale, or maybe our men know better and think this is probably not the greatest idea. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, it looks like our guys are reforming right in front of the enemy. Obviously, a lot of our men went down, as well as the enemy, so I can't say it's a bad thing. I guess it's kind of a good thing. Now we're like feet away from the enemy, so you can imagine that this next volley is going to hurt a lot for both of us. Let's take a look at the rest of the battlefield here. That actually worked, so I'm thinking of trying it over here. Come on, boys. Make sure all these guys move together. We'll do the same with these guys. We're really going to go heavy on that right side. I think that's just the best thing to do. And let's go ahead. Looks like our guys are actually firing. I was going to say we should move them up more, but they're getting great shots off on the enemy just from here. As you can see, the Germans have pulled back several times, and that makes me feel good. Over here on the right side, we've got the Germans, or the German states, I believe. Let's take a look and make sure that I'm correct here. The Netherlands. Oh, so actually the Dutch. Interesting. We're actually fighting their men. We're getting some great shots off here, and they're taking off. Look at that, guys. The Dutch are pulling back. I guess that means we can go ahead and start moving up and to take that awesome cover there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my guys. We're going to move forward, of course. Full march, boys. And we'll do the same with these guys over here. Go ahead. Full march to the front once again. Let's take a look on that left side and make sure nothing's going crazy. Alright, it looks like our troops on the left side are a little weaker. After those charges, no doubt, they definitely got weakened for sure. It wasn't easy, to say the least, but we did our best. And it looks like the enemy is actually charging us over here. Maybe it's a good idea for us to go ahead and hit them with a charge. Let's try. Maybe not. I think it's probably better just for us to stay back here and start firing. Let's get this general back. What is he doing all the way over here? Alright, there we go. The enemy is taking off. So it looks like that was actually a successful charge, but both of our groups ran away, and just look at the amount of dead for both sides here. Unbelievable, guys. That is nasty. That's a really violent fight. As you can see, we're still holding this area here. Our men are still continuing to move forward. I'll go ahead and grab this general. Where is he? And see if we can go ahead and move this next group forward. Although I could also just do it on my own. Let's go ahead. There we go, boys. Come on, don't let your general get shot. And as you can see, the army is advancing. But whether or not we can break these guys, I don't know. Time will tell. So far, we're doing a pretty good job. We don't have to go much farther to get to the enemy objective that we need to take. And the enemy doesn't seem to have that many men compared to us. Look. Go ahead and move this guy up. We may have to go for a charge here. Alright, I love this crossfire that our guys have right here. As you can see, this guy's getting hit from both sides, and that's definitely going to help us. Excuse me, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can do a charge. Yes, we can. And we are going to do a Napoleonic charge over here on the left side. Try to break this British unit. Come on, men. Now, the problem is, they're charging from quite a distance, so I don't know if they can make it. There's not many British here either. Oh, Napoleon! Do it for your emperor, man! There we go. Alright, the enemy is counter-charging. Wow, they seem to be pretty confident in themselves. And it looks like, yeah, both of our guys are dropping, but our guys are definitely losing a lot more men here than the enemy. Maybe time to just stick back and let the muskets do the work from now on. Alright, there we go. That is a failed charge if there ever was one. Let's take a look at what's going on up here. Pretty good. So we have absolutely annihilated the enemy right flank. That's really good news. And that means we can go ahead and start moving forward, continuing to move forward over here to take these next areas. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, beautiful. You can already see the guys moving into place. And I think all we need to really worry about now is timing. We want to keep moving. We want to move quickly. We don't want to lag behind because that's going to obviously affect the battle. We could even lose the battle if it takes us too long. So let's make sure that we are constantly on the march. Look here at some musket combat. Beautiful. We've got the British on the run at least this unit. And let's take a look. It looks like the 1st 95th Regiment of Foot. And we still have to deal with these British reinforcements. As you can see, they're coming on the field now. Also, these guys ahead of us, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to move up calmly, and we're going to start targeting them just like we targeted their allies seconds ago. So let's go ahead and move up. And let's take a look over here at the fort. Remember, we were attacking the fort not too long ago, and it looks like we still are. There's still an enemy presence in there, and that's going to be tough to break, without a doubt. I'm going to try to charge into the fort, although I haven't had this work with a fort. I think you actually need to destroy the defenders inside. Alright, cool. Our guys are moving. That's what I want. Grab this guy. And I want to put this general behind. I don't want him getting shot, obviously. This way, General, this way. Alright, there we go. Getting in a position to fire. And we should make short work of this unit here. In fact, this is a Grenadier Brigade. And you know what Grenadier Brigades are great at? Charges. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to force a charge. First, I'll let them get into formation. I'll let them fire a volley or two before I do a charge. Come on, men. Préparez-vous! Nice. You already see a lot of them are falling here. And let's go ahead. Another Napoleonic charge here on the Brits. Our last few have done very well. Let's see if we can also make this one work out for us. There we go. We're hitting the enemy lines. I like the way our guys are set up right now, actually. Except for these guys. I'd like to get them over there dealing with the British. And let's move these guys up, too. Those British on the left-hand side are going to be a bit of a problem, but look at this. Our men are doing great. I mean, wow. It's still going on. The fight is still going on. Doesn't show any signs of stopping, really. What are these guys doing? They're just annoying me. Come on, guys. All right, there we go, guys. We won the charge. We now hold this location over here. We got a little bit of cover as well from the bushes, which is really going to help us. And we made very short work of the enemy there. We're also flanking the British enemy over here on the left side now, so we want to try to get as many guys in this gap as possible. I'm actually going to go ahead and ask him to force march. Let's get this guy ahead too, and things are going well. Look at the battlefield, by the way. Just a few minutes of battle, really, and it is nasty. It's a bloodbath here. But we've got a whole lot of guys back here that want to get to the fight, and we should probably go ahead and oblige them. Let's go ahead and move forward over here. There we go. Good work, boys. Get moving. If I could just find the other general for these guys, we can move them too. Let's take a look. Alright, that's acceptable for now, I believe. Eventually we'll change that. These guys can stop right there. As long as they're getting some shots off, that's all I care about. Move this guy up as well. This guy up. And it looks like the British, they have some pretty good cover. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. But nothing that we can't break with one final Napoleonic charge. You guys can see that our artillery rounds are coming in pretty close here. Definitely doing some damage to the troops. And that's a good thing. Now, eventually, we could maybe just crush these guys with one massive charge. But I'm not going to be doing that in this Let's Play. You guys will have to wait till the next battle and let me know what you guys think I should do fighting the British here in the Battle of Waterloo. So let me know in the comments down below, guys. I always like to hear your opinions, your feedback. It's really, really cool to see what people would do in this situation. So make sure to let me know. And if you guys enjoy this particular series, obviously hit that like button, and more of these will come up more often than not. Just gonna go ahead and give one more volley. I can't help myself. It's too fun. Come on, men. We're going to actually make a prepared volley. I'm going to have them hold. Sorry, wrong button. I'm going to have them volley fire. There we go. Now they can open up. Awesome. Alright, guys. Let's get out of here, and let's hope that victoire is in our future.